So, yo, man, this is like I guess we'll call this a special edition of
Yeah.
Blues House Live, man. Uh, you know who I am. I'm Bluminati. That's the homie Kobe. What up, Kobe?
What's good, fam?
We missing Mika. I really wanted some insight from Mika, man.
Yeah.
I
I
really,
did too.
I really wanted some insight from Mika, man. I knew she was gonna have something for me, but like you said, I don't know if she watched it or anything like that yet. Um, but I want to preference this video or this live first by saying I want to give major respect and props to Ryan Coogler, Nate Moore, the cast, the crew, everybody who had to
Right.
show up,
That worked on this
you
film.
know, and put this film out and put it together. Disney, Marvel. I still want to, just give them props and respect for doing what
Yeah.
they thought was the right thing to do.
I agree.
So
I mean,
that's
it still took effort from them. You know what I'm
right.
saying? I want to give everybody their flowers. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I especially want to give Angela Bassett her flowers.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Auntie, you know what I'm saying? You still doing it. I've been a fan for forever, and you still
Yeah.
doing it. You know what I'm saying? You still doing it. So keep doing it, mom. Keep doing it.
Nah, she killing.
Right. I want to give it the
Killing.
cast and crew all their flowers. You know what I'm saying? I really do. I I'm grateful that you guys even had the strength to do what you did in this film.
Right.
I'm grateful for that.
Yep. Now that we got all that shit out of the way.
Yeah. Let's get down to the real review of this movie.
Oh man, now that that's out of the way. Um, my bad. Trying to share this real quick.
You're good.
Um,
You're good.
where do we start? Do we want to just go through it? Do we
Let's
want to just
let's
go?
let's go through it.
Let's just go. Okay, so let me share this with my man. Hold on, man. Let me. There's a couple people said they want to watch it.
Okay, that's fine. Like I said, I do have one comment to kind of get us started.
Okay.
Um,
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm ready.
Disney and Marvel. Um, you guys, you guys have gotten away with quite a bit with these last. I would say all of Phase Four. Let's
Oh
just stick
yeah.
with Phase Four. Y'all have gotten away with a lot.
Right.
Um, for this to be the end of Phase Four, and this is how y'all want to drop Phase Four off. Um, I want to know who approved this slate of films and who QC'd this slate of films, all of Phase Four. I want to know was who was who was appointed to be in charge because I don't think it was Feige. I don't think this was totally him, but him being president, he has to take a lot of the blunt. But I don't think it was totally on him.
Mm.
So what I want to know is whose idea was it to take us from Endgame
Right.
to the wacky, zany, crazy that Phase Four was, and then to end it with this.
With this. Yeah. No, that's yeah. You know, I don't have no answers for you, man.
I
But
want
that
to
is
know who made that decision. Like,
that's a real question. That's
I,
a real question. You gave us. Well, you know what? It's crazy because it's like two slices of bread. One division was kind of zany, but I was gonna say starting off with one division, it was a little bit more of a serious tone. And like you said, the deeper we got into phase four,
the
we got
more whimsy.
cartoons out of it. We got uh comedies, over the top comedies too. Not like
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Um, and then, like you said, to end on this tone, this is crazy. I didn't even think about it like that. That it's crazy. Even and the crazy thing is, this movie is is the epitome of Phase Four.
It really is. And everybody can say, "Oh, Spider-Man: No Way Home." No, no.
It's this movie. This
This
movie.
is this is what they banked on for Phase Four.
Yep. This is it. This was the coup de grace right here.
Yes,
This movie right here, the
you
coup
can
de grace.
tell with the tone.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell with the gravitas of the whole story. You can tell by the stakes
Yeah.
of the story. All of that. This
This this
was
this was
this was the
actually
safe bet.
yeah.
This was supposed to be the safe bet.
Mm-hmm. Right. This was an well to me this was an actual movie,
I agree.
regardless of all the flaws that I find in it.
It wasn't a clip. It wasn't a variety show of clips
Right.
that we filmed for
Yeah.
this movie.
Right. This was an actual movie. This was
Man, this was two movies.
I could yeah,
This was two
as
movies.
long as it was. You're right.
I mean, this was a Namor movie, and
Yeah.
this was a Shuri movie.
Yeah. It
And
was
they just kind of staggered them in between each other.
right.
This was two films put as one.
Two films put together, which kind of takes away from the overall
100%.
film to me anyway. Kind of takes away from it. But yeah, let's jump into this, man, so I can give my gripes, grievances, flowers where needed, stuff like that. Um, and I don't even have a slideshow. I was gonna do a slideshow, but
There's no point. Let's
yeah,
dig.
I just want to get into it. Um, we start off, and I hated the way this started off. I thought this was uh ill advised. I don't know who came up, who wrote this. But we start off T'Challa's, I guess, off screen dying of some unknown disease.
Undisclosed illness.
Right, undisclosed illness. We see Shuri working in the lab trying to come up with a derivative, synthetic derivative of the heart shaped herb to give T'Challa, since Killmonger burnt all the flames. And as I'm sitting there watching it, and it was
Right.
the one thing about it was a powerful scene, right? But to me, this whole movie goes back to writing, because the acting in this movie is phenomenal.
Yes. Yes. That's what the guy
Right.
100% will agree with.
I cannot say anything bad from. We already know Queen Angela Bassett, all the way
Yep.
down to the newcomers Riri Williams and Tina Horta, aka
Yes.
Namor. You know what I'm saying? Um, Phenomenal. Everybody
Everybody,
did their. If they had a job to do,
they did it.
they did it.
Gold star.
But this scene, and the reason why it bugs me is T'Challa already had the heart shaped herb in him.
That's what I'm saying. Why not? If it okay, if we're looking for to recreate the heart shaped herb, why are we not using his DNA?
What?
His ink.
Well, no, she was using his DNA.
But so you couldn't. So, but that's what I'm saying. Like
She was using, but like I said, he already had it. So you giving him the heart shaped herb was gonna
it's
do what?
solved, right?
What was that gonna do from this undisclosed illness that he just caught? Right?
Right. Who with him having the heart shaped herb should be able to heal from it.
To heal from it. And this is the common theme in this movie is how dumb Wakanda is, and I'm gonna get to that. I just wanna throw that out.
Mhm.
I just want people to kind of to hold on to that. But the recurring theme of this movie is just how unintelligent Wakanda is at times. Let me preface that. At times when they
At
should be
times,
the most advanced technologically, and you know what I'm saying,
nation in the world.
nation in the world, they suffer from bad writing.
This is very true.
You know what I'm saying? They suffer from bad writing. So that happens.
Yes.
She's unsuccessful. The queen comes in, tells her, he died on the table. Um,
Sit down.
they do the funeral scene. Um, Dressed in all white. You know what I'm saying? It's real. Supposed to be a real tearjerker or whatever. And the only thing I could think of is during that scene. I know everybody was probably in there crying or whatever. Me, I was like, how did this nigga die? And me, what I'm
I'm
saying? I was
still
like,
trying to figure it out. Yeah, I was
right.
still
I'm
trying to
just like,
figure out
hold on, man.
what happened. Like,
What happened? How did he die?
right.
Because we didn't. And time in this movie is horrible too.
Yeah.
The way that they use time, especially coming off of what previously happened,
Yep.
time in this movie is bad.
It's way bad.
It's bad. So I'm gonna ask before I keep going. What did you think of that scene?
Um, the funeral scene.
Yep.
Well,
Or from uh T'Challa dying to the funeral scene.
okay. For one, to me, it seemed like all the dialogue up until the scene of Shuri totally breaking down, it just seemed like it was rushed.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like it was sped along to, okay, let's give a little bit of context, and then I need you to cry on screen as hard as you can.
Okay.
Let's give me the acting. Give me your acting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I noticed that was a reoccurring theme with this whole film. Like, we would get action, and then it's bring it back down to somber.
Right. Grief.
Bring it back
Yep.
down. Let's get him up. Bring it back
Bring it
down.
Yep. Hard down.
Yeah, hard down. Yeah,
Mhm.
hard down. You know what I'm saying? Like, the scene, and it really set the pace for the whole film. Action at the beginning, and then sorrow, grief.
Yep.
It set the pace for the whole movie, and I knew sitting there in the theater, I was like, okay, well, this is what I'm getting the whole movie, and that's exactly what it was. It definitely did exactly what I expected it to do, and it was set the pace of the film.
Right.
I agree with what some reviewers are saying. You can't tell when it's acting and when it's real.
Yeah.
But I mean, these are actors.
Right.
And
which is fine. I'm fine with that. It's
yeah, I'm okay with it.
Like you said, they're actors. That just means either A, they're doing their job good as hell, or
exactly.
B, they're doing their job as good as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Ain't no other way around it. So,
as actors, I respect that. I know you do as well.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I didn't have an issue with that.
No.
Okay. So let's keep it pushing. So then they go into 1 year later. What is it? Queen Ramonda shows up to the United Nations.
Yes.
And they're doing it's two scenes in one, right? So we're getting her at the UN, but we're also getting them searching for the vibranium, which would no, I'm not. I skipped ahead. This is them attacking
trying to steal. The vibranium from the research facility, right? From the outreach center.
From the outreach from the I think where they were at Mali, I think.
Something like that. Now those the task force, they were French legionnaires, right? That's what I thought. Okay, I couldn't. I missed that part, and I was like, shit. They didn't say they were U.S. They were French. They were French.
Yeah, they were French. They was because she was speaking to them in French.
Gotcha.
So yeah, we got Queen Ramonda, and she, I mean, as regal as possible. The way they just came bust up into the UN.
Yeah, that scene was very powerful.
Powerful, like, hey, we here, we got some shit to tell y'all. Y'all think y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, y'all think y'all finna tell us some shit? Psh, check this out.
Right.
You know what I mean? She sits down. They all put their mics down because they know they ain't got shit. We ain't here to talk. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna let her talk. And if anybody wanna, you know what I'm saying?
When we're gonna get down, we can get down.
Right. So like I said, there's two scenes going on. The French come into the outreach center, blow through the door, whatever. and they're trying to steal the vibranium tools or whatever. Come to find out, Wakanda's a step ahead,
Right.
and it's the Dora Milaje behind uh, the doors or whatever, and they come out and they just get the whooping ass. Is the way that
Right.
Dora Milaje does. Uh, don't have a problem with this scene
No.
whatsoever.
Michaela Cole's character was dope.
Yeah, she was.
She was dope.
She was. I do have my.
I agree with certain things, but
I
that
got.
scene, she was dope.
She's dope. No, she's
Yeah.
dope. I don't think they. A lot of and I agree with this. A lot of reviewers and people who watch to say that nobody got enough screen time in this movie.
Okay. Okay. Yeah,
Especially when
it was the Shuri show.
right. You know what I'm saying? So other like you bring in Michaela Cole, you bring in Ryu, I forgot her name, Dominique Thorne.
Dominic Thorne.
And was supposed to have this bigger role that I didn't see. Everett Ross, what point? You know what did he really serve?
Right.
But we'll get into that. We'll get into
Right. Right. Right.
that. So then after that, fast forward to the CIA now and the SEALs on the ship.
Right.
Dive team goes in looking for the vibranium, just to be attacked underwater. I don't know if it was Namor underwater or who, but to be attacked underwater. Namor, I mean, this just showing the strength. Like that had to have been one of the better introductions of a
character.
Yeah, that we've seen in a while. Shit. And when I say of a character, I don't mean like because you know when the introductions normally happen in somebody else's movie. That's what I mean. So you had like when Winter Soldier was introduced, when Black Panther was introduced.
Yeah.
Who else was introduced? Oh, Hawkeye when he was introduced.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. This might, I don't know, this might be up there, man. The way and how it was kind of like a scary movie. How they panned up to him and he's just standing over. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like on some villainous type shit.
Right.
That was dope, man. That was dope. After that happens, Queen Ramonda, Shuri, they go to the beach, or I'm sorry, to the riverfront, and they were supposed to be burning the ceremonial garbs from the funeral about T'Challa, and it seemed Queen Ramonda wanted to tell Shuri something about T'Challa.
I think so too, and they made her hold it back.
She did, but I want to stick a pin in that too because I watched it once but twice, and I get into. Matter of fact, let me tell my story. So went to the movie theater.
Right.
We about 30. Probably about 30 to 40 minutes into the movie, and it just starts skipping the movie though.
No way.
Great, right. Then it stopped. Then it came back, but it started over. Then it's, you know what I'm saying? So it was just going crazy. So sooner or later, I said, fuck this. And I got up and I went down. I said, hey, look, man, y'all going to have to either, what's going on? Can we get a refund or something? So I had to get tickets refunded. And you know what I'm saying? They ended up giving me some free tickets to whatever showing that I wanted, but I was like, fuck, man, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
It's 2022, man.
This is all digital now.
Right. You press play and you should be in what is
right.
I can see if it was on the real, like, at least I think it's not on the real. You know what I'm saying?
No, this is all digital now.
It's all digital. So
what like, y'all disc scratch? Like
right. And that's what I'm like, that's what it kind of
y'all back there DJ in that
bitch. DJ, you know, or remember the laser disc you had to actually flip over, you know?
Right. Oh shit. Not the laser disc.
Ended up going, me and the wife had to end up going to a whole nother different theater. You know what I'm saying? So we had to sit through the whole 40 minutes again, which was cool. You know what I'm saying? But I want to put a pin on that because
right.
She was trying to tell Shuri something about T'Challa, right? And fuck it, we ain't gotta put no pin in there. Everybody should. This is a spoiler shit anyway, so everybody should have seen.
Yeah, we discussed it. So.
We discussed it.
Yeah.
She wanted to tell Shuri that T'Challa had a child.
Yes, she did. Right? Yes, she did.
Now, if y'all have watched this movie, y'all know that Queen Ramonda was mad about that Killmonger shit.
Yes, she was.
She was heated about it, right?
Yep.
Everybody knows Killmonger's story. He was basically orphaned or kept away from Wakanda.
Right.
Who the fuck wrote fucking Wakanda Forever? Because ain't no way the queen would want to keep the child away from fucking Wakanda.
Especially with T'Challa being dead.
Right, with T'Challa being dead.
There's no way.
That's I'm gonna let you have that point, but I was gonna say what happened with Killmonger.
Right.
Think about and then for once we got to the end, and she was like, "Oh yeah, T'Challa was all about he didn't want TJ. I'm gonna just call him TJ T'Challa Jr. to be a part. You know what I'm saying? To have anything or the throne be heavy on him and all this other stuff." And I'm like, "What the fuck? Who did y'all not watch your own movie? You know what I'm saying? Like,
like
that ain't T'Challa's MO at all.
That's not even his character.
That ain't his character. His daddy he did not want to be like his dad. He wanted to be better than what his daddy did.
Right. That was his whole motivation.
So you think he would have been like, "Oh yeah, nah, keep the child in Haiti"?
Did y'all not watch the Winter Soldier, Captain America Winter Soldier?
Right.
Did you not watch the movie? Like, that was their whole dynamic together.
What is going on, man? Like, I'm trying to understand. Is this the same director, writer, crew, Nate, producer? Or was this just grief on the brain and y'all just, what I'm saying? Or was this, like you said, the pressure that E-Man put on?
I think
was because E-Man called it the what do you call it? The uneasy compromise.
Yes.
Which I think they should have just kept it off of the fucking shit anyway. This shit shouldn't even, because this is you talking about painting yourself into a corner. This painting yourself off a cliff.
Right.
With this
Painting
shit.
yourself into oblivion. Into oblivion.
They did not pay attention. The QA for the writing in this movie was non-existent.
It's not there. I agree 100%.
Non-existent. And I'm talking about, when I say the QA, the threads. When it comes to writing, the threads that matter.
There was nobody overseeing that.
Right. Not the big set.
Most of it was probably first draft.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, this piece has to connect to that piece. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoever was supposed to connect the pieces
did not.
Shits.
They all askew.
They did not know what they was doing. The queen would not have let that happen. T'Challa would not have let that happen.
Nope.
It made no sense whatsoever from the previous movie.
Y'all made this man have a side family.
A side family. A bastard child. What kind of legacy is that? Single mother, bastard child. Yeah, we carrying on Chad's legacy. What? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is y'all doing? This is the way we do it?
This is how we do it.
I was like, and the crazy thing is, man, I knew it was coming.
Oh, yeah.
And it
still stung.
Yeah.
Still,
I knew the shit was coming, and
I was sitting in the theater, and I'm like, I saw the silhouette, and I was like, oh, here we go. And the funny thing about it is I'm going to say it like this. For my showing, when I was there, Wakanda did not show up. Great Britain showed up.
Great Britain was there.
They showed up. And all of them was like, oh my God. And I'm like, I'm sitting here in the theater like, I just like slumped down in my chair. Right.
And that's what hurt, because they don't understand that, you know what I'm saying? They think that's cool. Oh, T'Challa Jr. Y'all don't understand the implications behind. And when I say writing yourself into a corner or off a cliff, what's next? What's next?
How y'all gonna top this shit?
What is next? What are y'all gonna do with this little fucking, and the time don't even add up?
Nope. Y'all gonna have to time jump it.
That.
Y'all gonna have to time jump it.
Well,
Y'all
no,
got.
I'm talking about from this boy being.
Oh, right. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Because we talking, we what, a year, 2 years?
Right,
No, a
now it's
year
a year. We're a
of
year
removed from
removed
the blip.
from no, not from the blip, from them coming back.
That's right.
Right,
That's right.
we're a year removed from them coming back. She
And
said,
Nakia was blipped.
was she blipped?
I think so.
That makes it even worse.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, y'all really just didn't. You missed.
Oh, I gotta look this up now.
Oh yeah, look. I'm pretty sure she was blipped
I gotta look this up.
because she was fighting in the battle.
If she was blipped,
Yeah, that's a wrap. If she was blipped, that means she was pregnant the whole time, or the baby hadn't have been born.
hold on, let me see.
Yep.
It's not saying whether she was blipped or not in that.
That's fine. We're gonna do a double check.
I don't know. It's not saying. Not saying. Does this tell me? Okay, for all the victims. Nah, she wasn't blipped.
She wasn't.
Not according to this. Yeah, she survived.
Okay.
Even with her surviving, it still don't. Okay, so she said, and I know we're getting away from going through it, but she said that she left. When did she say? Did she said she left after the fight with Thanos?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I'm pretty sure that's what she said.
And I'm guessing she's talking about the last fight.
Yep.
That's my guess.
The big fight.
The big fight. I don't know how far we are. When does this take? If this takes place, you know what? I got it right. Because if I remember correctly, Nate Moore said that this takes place around the same time as Multiverse of Madness and Thor, right?
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure.
Multiverse of Madness is just
That's not far off of the blip.
a year, right?
Yeah, it's not far off of the blip. So, like I said, we're not far off of the blip, bro.
What? If that's the case, this child should be 1 year old.
Yep.
2 at best.
Where's our time jump? Where did it happen? Because
according to the property, blah, blah, it said between late 2024, early 2025. And how long? Infinity War takes place in 20. If Infinity War takes place in 2018, so that means it was 2022 when they came back, right?
no, 23.
No, 2024. 23.
Yeah, 23.
Right? Yep. 23. So if that was 2023 when they came back, and they're saying that this is between 2024 and 2025, this boy is not fucking.
He would have had to have been born already.
Right.
So there we go. First, that's a major plot hole.
What?
Major plot hole. Who missed that?
What? That's that writing.
Who missed that? Because
That's
that's way big of a plot hole for y'all to leave dangling like that.
That's bad. Now let's talk about how. Let's keep that in mind. Now let's talk about how horrible Queen Ramonda is. And the reason I say that is she knew that Nakia had this child, right? She came to see. Oh, and she just walked past the child. I don't know if you noticed that, but the kid was in that scene when she showed up to Haiti to get
No, I
Keegan.
didn't notice that.
She walked right past. That was the boy who first spoke to her. Bonjour.
Oh,
Didn't even acknowledge. You know what I'm saying? The boy and that. Unless I mean, because she already knew, right?
right.
She should have already. Okay. She gets there and she wants Nakia
To
to
go,
to
right,
go right to give up her life basically to die if because you going in Namor. You know what I'm saying?
right.
This
You
dude
going
want to
in a
kill.
house,
So you finna send a new mother for the most part to go retrieve Shuri. Where's the empathy? You know what I'm saying? You don't go and ask. You know what I'm saying?
right?
What?
Ah,
Oh man,
yeah, boy.
that's crazy, man. Let's cry. All right, so let's jump back into it because we gonna get back to that. I just
We
want to
got
throw
to.
that
We
out
got to. That's what. Yeah, that we got to.
there.
Back to the original plot, though. Okay.
So like we said, Namor attacked the CIA team who's looking for the vibranium. We get Ramonda and Shuri on the banks of was that the ocean or a river? River,
Some
right?
kind of river. Yeah.
River. I'd say it's a river because the elephants ain't just. I don't think they just gonna walk into the ocean. I think they
Yeah.
walk into the
No.
river.
To the river.
Um, he comes up all smooth like out of the water, floating like he do on some dope shit.
Yep.
Tells basically gives them an ultimatum: hey, either help us
Or I'm
keep
gonna
the
fuck y'all up. Right.
right, or I'm gonna have to fuck everybody up. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Um, he seemed to be in awe of Wakanda though.
Yeah.
Like he was like, this shit is kind of dope. Smell
Right.
good. Water is pristine. Like the hell y'all got going on over here? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I would have liked for them to give us. Namor is like 500 years old, so I'm
Right.
pretty sure he wasn't just up underneath that water for 500 years, just chilling. I'm
Nah.
pretty sure he was out and about
Yeah.
doing surface things too,
Right.
because he had, in order to know some of the things that he knew, he had to be on the surface.
Right. He's seen something.
He's seen some things, right? Um, even that last fight scene, he like because when we go into Talakon, they don't look to be as technologically advanced,
No. Right.
I mean, and they probably are. It's probably just more of a rudimentary type situation. You know what I'm
It's a
saying? Real
primitive
primitive,
technology.
but um, I don't think they got like cell phones and shit like that. You know what I
Uh,
mean?
they're
No
not
kind of
influenced by the world like that.
right. So he knew way too much for him to just be
Right.
kicking it down under the sea with motherfucking Sebastian and all them. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. I feel what you're saying.
So I wish they would have given us like Namor through the years, at least like a montage of because they tried to. His motivations was there, but it was lacking to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know. 500 years ago they killed your mama. That was 500 years ago. Something else would have kept that furnace burning, that fire burning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I would have liked to see what makes him hate the surface world so bad, other than just his mama because he wants to kill everybody for the most part.
Right. Not just the people that had his people and slaves.
Right.
Everybody.
He wants anything to do with the surface. He wants it gone. Give me more motive. Show Namor with a little bit more. And this could have easily been a 2 to 3 minute scene.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Of him kind of especially him when he shows up to talk to Ramonda and Shuri, he could have just gave a quick look. Who I am. My
Right.
when he said they call me Namor and all this other stuff. He could have explained right then and there. For 500 years, I've been walking this earth, watching the surface. You know what I'm saying? Pollute my ocean, just like Namor in the comics.
Yep.
Like it ain't just about Atlantis; it's about the oceans. Like y'all fucking up the ocean.
Right.
I live here, dog.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like straight up. That's his whole character.
Give me
That's what he
that.
stands for.
Y'all
right.
you know what I'm saying? Like I mean, I don't go after just the machine that's looking for vibranium. I'm going after the drilling machine. I'm
Right.
going after the fishing
Tankers,
trolleys,
right? All that.
the tankers. You know what I'm saying? Shit that fuck up the ocean. I'm
Going after
he
that
should
shit.
be he is the equivalent of Greenpeace, but in the ocean.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they should show that.
Yep.
And I think that would have been a better motivation than just, oh, they about to find the Wakanda. I mean, the vibranium. We got to stop them. You know what I'm saying? Because at
Right.
the end of the day, it might be a whole nother vibranium mound out there.
How do you even know that people know where you at?
Right.
Why does it even matter?
Why does it matter? You know what I'm saying? So, um, I don't know. And that's in the, and where they was at versus where you go down to get the telecon at, that's in a totally different spot. They were like in the middle of the Atlantic where they were drilling for the what you call
Right.
it at. He's off into the Yucatan Peninsula.
That's not close.
That's not close at all.
You're talking about 6 or 7,000 miles of ocean.
That's more bad writing, man.
Right.
That's more bad writing. And the thing is, the average people, they not gonna catch nothing like that.
They're
Us,
not looking for
right? Us movie nerds, comic book nerds, we'll catch it. But I'm like,
it.
y'all gotta do a little bit better, man. Y'all
Y'all
gotta do a
just been
little
trying
bit
to
better.
make it too easy for us.
Too
Trying to make
easy.
it too easy for people.
Too
You got to
easy.
make your movie complex for complex people to understand it.
Hmm. So Namor wants the scientists who came up with the tech to find the vibranium. Shuri and Okoye, um, they go after Riri.
Uh-huh.
MIT. Um,
I think she's at Cambridge.
no, she's at MIT.
It wasn't my T. Okay.
Yeah. Um, and we get an introduction to her character. She's no nonsense. Hey, you owe me 800, and now it's a band now.
Right.
Um, I like that she had the attitude of like coming from inner city Chicago, but it wasn't like over the top. You know what I mean?
I feel
Like I
you.
think they did that well. I don't. I'm gonna tell you. And mark my words. Ironheart is gonna flop.
Think so?
Yeah, it flopped as a comic book series, and it's gonna flop as a show. The thing is, um, so with these legacy characters like Ironheart, Jane Foster, who else we got? Hell, even Miles Morales. Oh, Miss Marvel. A lot of these they came out during the Marvel Now run that Marvel did. Marvel
Right.
rebooted everything and they added these characters, more female characters, more black characters. You know what I'm saying? To try to make things more diverse. And I think it was all in good. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they were, uh, but I don't think they thought about their characters as much.
Right.
This is a character that I don't think that they thought about as much because all of the characters who their legacy is from, they made them like a million times better than the character with no struggle. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
Ironheart, when it comes to Iron Man, like she did everything that Iron Man did at a younger age and easier
No
and better
money.
and faster, right? Jane Foster, she ends up being a better Thor than Thor. His name is Thor. How you better than you know what I'm
How
saying?
you gonna
Like
be a better Thor than Thor? Right.
then you get Miles Morales, which he's kind of a legacy character, but he's in the same city as the original Spider-Man. It's like, why do we need two Spider-Man running around? Y'all have the same villains. There's nothing that separates him from Peter Parker
Right.
other than skin color, if you think about it.
Mhm.
For the most part, there's nothing that really separates him from Peter Parker. Miss Marvel, she might be the only one that has some kind of struggle or they write her a little bit better.
Right.
But everybody else now, who else that came out of that Marvel now? Oh, America Chavez, which I like America Chavez, but there's not a lot of substance there for her,
No,
right?
there's not a lot for her to do.
It's
They
not a
make
lot
her
for her to
like a
do.
Mary Sue.
Yeah,
So,
you're right. You know what I'm saying? So when you have these characters, and like you said, they're all Mary Sue's, or they're just all better than the counterpart
right.
that they're
Then the
derived
counterpart.
from. But no, you know what I'm saying? But they haven't put in the work. Somebody said that Shuri in this movie didn't deserve nothing that she got. Everything that she did was unearned in this movie
Okay.
because there was no development of Shuri other than her grieving. Right? Think about it. There
I'm
was
with
no
you.
real development, and it made me think like, damn, you're right. She puts the suit on, she automatically kicking ass,
Right.
and she beats
There was
Namor.
right. There was no growth.
There was nothing. I don't know that Shuri got hands.
Right. We just all of a sudden found out.
Right. After the sound gauntlets didn't work. No, I mean she was athletic, she was
Yep.
acrobatic, she was had
She like she been doing that shit for
for
years.
years. She was Dominique Dawes out there.
Right.
We ain't never seen Shuri on screen do anything of that nature.
Nope.
And I know she took she drunk the juice, but me drinking the juice don't make me know kung fu.
No. It don't
It
make
don't
you
make me acrobatic.
right. Make you strong. Make you be able to run fast, jump high,
Right.
but you still got to have
The
a
things that I
base.
already know how to do.
Right. You got still got to have a base of skills to amplify.
They just
They just made her superwoman.
um so then we get the introduction of Agent Ross, works for the CIA. Um he tells her about Riri Williams, tells them about Riri. They go after Riri in the dorm room. Okoye is dope. We already know.
Yep. She was very dope in that scene.
I I forgot her name. Who was the actor?
Deny, deny, great.
Denai
Yeah,
Guerrera.
yeah, Guerrero.
Guerrera. She plays. She really shined in it. I mean, I
Yes,
know
she
we've
does.
seen Okoye before, um, but she really, 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 really shined in this.
She got a
Every,
nice character arc in this movie.
yeah, she did. That's you know what? That's who had growth.
Yeah,
That's who had some type of growth in this movie. You saw, matter of fact, through the two movies, you seen her have to struggle with being the duty of Dora Milaje to um what's his name? Michael B. Jordan, Killmonger. Like she didn't want to do that shit, but she knew
she
duty,
had to.
her duty was that she had to do that.
Right.
She had to do that.
That's the post she took when she
Right.
became general.
And
She's loyal to
then
the throne. Right.
this movie was the struggle of losing that post.
Right.
And I mean, she shined in every scene that she had. She shined in it. From whether it was just regular acting, the fighting, it looked like she took that serious, swinging that motherfucker. That's Michonne, dog.
Right. For real.
You know what I'm saying? She took that serious, and I don't have no issues with her.
Not at all.
Not one. Not one. I can't find any flaw in her storyline or anything that's going on
I
with
got
her
that.
when it comes to this
I
movie.
agree. 100%. She, like you said, she was really the only ones to have any growth.
Yeah. Oh, and Ramon. I mean, because we didn't get a lot of Ramon in the first movie, but this movie, of course,
Yeah. It was her
when you
time
get
to
rid of the
shine.
main character,
Everybody else got to pick up the slack.
everybody, right? Where we at? Where we at? Oh, okay. They get chased by the
rescue.
FBI.
Yeah.
The Atlanteans show up. Can I just call them the Atlanteans?
Yep. You should, because that's what they are.
The Atlanteans show up, which is Namora and Atuma, and man, let me go back. when Atuma jumped on that ship and he threw that spear through the dude, when they was attacking the Navy SEALs and the
Yeah, yeah,
CIA,
yeah.
man, look, this is now. I'm gonna tell you this: you can tell that. Remember how you started off? Said this was the cat piece. This
Yep.
was the coup de grace. You can tell
Yep.
they put every dime they could into this movie. The
Yes, they did.
CGI, the CGI was crisp. I mean, I would have to go back and watch, but it might have been some. I'm pretty sure some parts that might need a little polishing up. But for the most part, this shit
This
was
movie
damn
was
near
shiny.
flawless with the CGI.
Right, shiny.
They put. I know where their budget went.
Yep.
I know exactly where the budget went. So they didn't skimp on the money. Atuma, Namora, the Atlanteans, they look great.
Yep.
Um,
They sure did.
I want more Atuma. I don't know, man. I don't know if I want more Atuma or more Namor. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like when he stabbed the spear into the ground and he pulled a Okoye and he made her run into the
Made her
spear.
run into the shit.
Oh,
That whole fight scene was
yeah,
dope.
that sequence. But that's some shit that what I'm saying. When I know that I can beat you, that's some shit I'm gonna do.
Right. I'm gonna play with you.
I'm gonna play with you, man. If you don't go somewhere, man. I mean, for I'm pretty sure he was like, for what you are, you know what I'm saying. You pretty good little warrior, but
Right.
you don't want these hands. You don't not these blue hands. You know what I'm saying? You don't want these blue
Right.
hands. Shit, that shit was wild when he did that. Man.
Yeah, it was. It was dope. That whole scene, like I said, was very dope.
Now, when the grenade, the water grenades?
Yeah.
What
What
is
was
that?
that? What was that? Like it was just concentrated water?
Yeah, what is that? Because I mean, it was enough water to damn.
Yeah. Drown a bit.
What is that? That's crazy. I need. That's why I need. See this, and I think I can't remember. I don't know if it was just my opinions or if it was E-Man. This just should have been a Wakanda Forever series.
Yep.
We should have got 2 series out of this. Not a movie. We should have got a Wakanda movie. I mean,
And a
Wakanda
Namor.
series and a Namor series.
Yep.
That's what we should have got.
I agree.
We should.
They had
and
way
with-
enough to do it too.
oh man, they could. I mean, they could have used the same plot. They could have used the same plot for both of the series, because they could have had, you know what I'm saying, them trying to get Wakanda pieced back together. The Shuri down herself and all that other good stuff, and this would have been in the Wakanda Forever. Namor could have showed up or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Not. You know what? I wouldn't even have sent Namor. I would have sent like Namor or somebody like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that way we could have got a little bit of exposition on Namor, more exposition on Wakanda, because this movie is called Wakanda Forever, and Wakanda was in this movie for what, 5 minutes?
5 minutes.
Should have been called Wakanda 5 minutes.
We got more time in Talokan than we did in
Than Wakanda. We did. And I honestly, I'm cool with that. But we always only see, when it comes to Wakanda, we only see the capital city. We never see and somebody pointed this out too. You have the river tribe in Wakanda.
Right.
Or the water tribe.
Water tribe.
They should have been able to at least match wits, or you know what I'm saying? Do something when the Atlanteans showed up. They whole thing, they on water too. You know what I'm saying? They should have been. Think of like yeah. I mean, shit. If you got a water tribe, these motherfuckers master water. I mean,
they should be in charge of all of that, right?
But they shouldn't at least been able to put up a better fight.
Then
you know what I'm saying?
To get their ass whipped, right? Because that's what happened. Like you look at the numbers in that final fight, there was a lot of Wakandans lost that day.
And that's weird too. I'm gonna get into that because that's one of the things why I say they stupid. That was a stupid. I don't know. That battle plan was dumb. Only that part. Everything else was I don't know. I mean, they put the plan together so quick and on some Mary Sue type shit so fast. But
Right.
you show it's you don't go and jump in the water with shark. You know what I'm saying? And think you finna punch
Think you finna
battle
fuck up a
sharks,
shark.
which is what they basically did. They
Right.
took a big ass boat into the water, and after they so called won, I'm expecting the boat to fly out of the water or no, they full steam ahead. You know what I'm saying? Full
It's a
reverse, full steam ahead.
submarine.
Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Right.
Against the Atlanteans? Let's stay on the wall.
Y'all bad. Y'all war chief need to be fired.
Right. Who said let's take if anything, man, we just leave the boat here. Everybody hop in these motherfucking planes and let's go.
Right.
We
We
got
got the
Namor.
tools
Let's
to do
go.
it. Right.
That didn't make no sense. I'm like, what are y'all doing?
Not at all.
What? Wow, man. Wow.
They will grab. They've been grabbing, trying to grab something they can hold on to.
This and okay. I want to go through. You know what? I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna just hit on all the things that was weird to me.
Okay.
They killed Queen Ramonda. Why? What?
There was no point. Yeah.
They didn't. To me, they didn't need this to serve as no motivation for Shuri. Not by killing the queen.
No.
T'Challa just died. We just lost T'Challa.
Now we go kill the next line of royalty.
Who is writing this stuff? Like they talking about being cathartic and this is going. You know what? You just killed Ramonda for no reason.
Right.
No
It wasn't
reason
even.
at all.
I don't even think it was really all that noble.
Right. It wasn't. It was the death was a bad death.
Yep.
And to set up what? To set up Shuri actually, you know what I'm saying, doing what she needed to do.
Right.
They the same way they killed Ramonda off is the same way they killed T'Challa off, and both of them was unnecessary deaths.
Agreed.
T'Challa could have been in a coma. He could have
Yep.
been in jail. He could have been away. He could have been in Haiti. Hey, look at that.
I mean, that's where his son is.
He could have been in Haiti being a
Could have been
dad.
there. Right.
Maybe you know what I'm saying. He could have gave the throne up to go kick it with Nakia and TJ down in Haiti.
Yep. They did that with Paul Walker. He got to walk off into the sunset.
Let this
They
man
they
live,
kill his character off.
right? Because they know it means something to keep Brian O'Connell alive, man.
I think they know that it means something to keep T'Challa alive too,
Oh man,
and it might not mean what they want it to mean.
yeah. I don't. I'm just trying to wrap my head around the writing in this. Nobody read a comic book. Nobody watched the previous movie.
This wasn't that kind of movie. It wasn't a comic book movie, don't you know?
And then I'm gonna be called a hater
100%. But
or
I
a
don't.
fanboy or
It's warranted.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. It's warranted. I'm gonna be called all these names in the book, all because I read a comic and I watched the previous movie and paid attention.
Exactly.
All because I want accountability from
We all
Marvel.
do fucked up shit and expect
Right.
us to just take it.
Like you for how long we been doing this now? How many years? 12, 13 years?
Yeah.
I've been down with 12, 13 years down with the MCU, watching these stories unfold. And granted, I don't every movie ain't gonna be
Stellar.
top tier. But the shit that y'all giving now is y'all don't care about jack shit. Y'all don't, they don't care. And the fans who are just letting them get away with this shit is what is wrong with y'all? Sooner or
It's
later,
not,
it's gonna get to the point to where y'all gonna show up to the movie. They're gonna run that Marvel, the little Marvel bumper at the beginning,
then they gonna give y'all just nothing.
and it's right. It's just nothing. Oh man, Kobe,
Y'all
take up.
accept
What you keep going, Kobe? I'm
y'all just accepting it. Y'all accepting this mediocrity with these characters that we supposed to care about.
right.
Y'all just accepting this shit.
That's
Oh,
another thing too. Not
it's
to cut you off.
go
They,
ahead, go ahead.
you said it. Characters we supposed to care about. We supposed to care about these characters. I know it's fake. I know it's just a movie. I get it, but they made it to where we're supposed to care about these characters.
Yep.
They made it to where we're supposed to know about their character arcs, with the motivations, the why they, what I'm saying, the reason why they do the things that they do. T'Challa ain't just finna have no kid out in Haiti. I'm sorry, that's just not.
That's not his character.
It ain't him in Haiti. And Ted, nah, Nakia, I don't want this man to be in Wakanda, the safest place to be. But I'd rather him grow up in Haiti, the poorest country in. Get what?
Right. So we just made him into his father all over again. Person who he didn't want to be like, wanted to be better than his father. But y'all made him his dad.
Oh man.
Good job, y'all.
Why? Who didn't see that? Why are people? And I want to know, why are people applauding that? Why that should not get an applause? That's lazy writing,
Very much so.
bad stereotyping. Nah, man.
It doesn't fly with me. It doesn't. It don't gel with me.
Nothing
Sorry,
about
but
that makes sense.
nope. This is still y'all trying to exploit. And the worst part about it is Ryan Coogler, bro, I know what you want to do, but this is not the way to do it.
Nope.
It's not the way to tell your story. You know, I'm glad that you've been tasked with this, but this is not for you to tell your story.
Right.
Um, as far as I'm concerned, I don't want to sound like an asshole when I say this, but it's probably the most true statement that I'm going to say about this movie.
Okay.
This movie right here is not made for who Black Panther was made for.
No, at all.
This movie is not made for who Black Panther was made for. Even a little bit.
At all.
How are we supposed to connect to this?
No, there's no. Nate Moore did an interview. He did an interview with E-Man, and he was like, I want the audience to connect, what I'm saying, and they should still be able to connect with the next Black Panther, which is Shuri. And I'm like, what?
Right. I don't connect with somebody who can automatically be good at everything they do and not work at it.
Who's connecting? She had no flaws.
Right. She was just the person. She
Other
could do
other
everything she
right.
wanted.
Other than grief, she had no flaw. Right. Her whole thing was she, kind of. I guess she thought it was her fault that she couldn't save T'Challa from this unknown ill. Hell, who can save somebody from an unknown illness?
An illness they don't know nothing about.
Right. And they made sure to make. We already know that that's real world situation. Then when she was like, I didn't know he had it until the very end. He asked me for help. All of that was just like replaying Chadwick, to me, was
Right.
replaying the death of Chad.
That's exactly what it was.
Just replaying the death of Chad. That's it. Who wants to
watch this all over again.
Right,
We weren't there to see it, but you know, we felt it, and y'all
right,
wanted us to feel it and pay for it.
yeah, right. Now I gotta pay to,
Now I got to pay to feel it.
I gotta pay to feel it. I don't know how that was cathartic. I don't know how that was cathartic. Um, to me, it like you said, it just made people on edge. It was, I'm pretty sure people cringing in their seats or school. You know what I'm saying? Like the dopest thing to me that they did when it came to tribute of Chad was the Marvel bumper scene. I wanted to yell out, "Let's go, Chad!" Like, you know what I'm
Right,
saying? Like that was dope.
right.
That was, to me, that's all they needed.
That's all they did,
That's
and we
all
could have
they,
still told another T'Challa story.
yeah. That's all that, like, no, they ain't even, to me, they ain't even have to tell another T'Challa story.
But they could have.
They could have, but I'm just saying, they, to me, like I said, he's off in Canada somewhere, Haiti, wherever the fuck they
Right.
want him to be at. And the name, this is not called Black Panther Wakanda Forever. This is just Wakanda Forever. This is not about the Black Panther. This is about Shuri.
It's about
This is
sure.
about Queen Ramonda. This is about, the Dora Milaje.
But y'all still wanted to even capitalize on the name that you used it when it even didn't even have to be
Man,
used.
we ain't gonna talk about how they cap. Right now, they don't even. I don't even think you can find Shuri as the Black Panther in like Target, because from my understanding, nobody's buying
Sure, yes, Black
Shuri
Panther.
as the Black Panther.
Right,
They want T'Challa as the Black Panther. Halloween, kids was dressed up as Black Panther.
right.
The new Snap Marvel game, Black
Yep,
Panther.
Black Panther.
Like, that's Black Panther is their money. T'Challa's a moneymaker, right?
Right,
Um, if they wanted to say it was too soon, I totally agree. It is too soon. I agree with them 100%. It was too soon.
y'all should have sat that down and not made this movie then.
Right. Y'all should have sat down. Nate Moore said that Marvel even told them, hey, y'all don't have to make this movie right now. But they chose to make it.
Right,
Because if you think about it, this movie has no implications on anything going forward other than, well, shit, it really don't. Because we don't know if Nate Moore can, you know what I'm saying? He ain't got to come back.
right. They can put a pin in that. They got him. They got what they wanted out of him. They
Right.
got him to say that he's a mutant. That's all they needed him to do.
And they made sure that he said, oh, I'm a mutant. And that's another thing. How the fuck you know you're a mutant, dog?
Right. How do you know that?
But that's the bad right. That's the rushed writing.
Yes,
We
it
got to
is.
use the word mutant. We got to get Nate Moore to say that, man.
Right.
But yeah, this movie has no implications on anything going. Well, let me take that back, because they used Everett Ross and Valentina to set up some Thunderbolt shit. That's what I think.
Of course.
That was so
That's
you
the
can,
only reason that was there. Yeah.
right. This was the first time seeing Val on the big screen. I don't think she was in nothing else, right?
Uh-uh.
Other than Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Right. Oh, at Black Widow.
Yeah, and Black Widow. So this was to get a little bit more of her. But if you took them out, this movie still, it doesn't miss anything.
Right.
It still runs the same way it was running.
Same beat. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's talk about M'Baku.
Yeah.
My man was supposed to have an extended role. He was the butt of
Beta.
the jokes, or he was just a funny guy.
Yep.
I don't know why when Shuri got the Black Panther suit, she had to go see him and do a fucking arm wrestling I was waiting on Stallone to show up in his truck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what is going on? Like, I was waiting on Sylvester Stallone to show up, man. Like,
Yep. What's the arm wrestling movie? What's it
Right.
called?
You arm wrestling. What is going on? What is that?
Right.
What? Why did he have to? You know what I'm saying? Was that to see if she had it?
Right. To see if she was what no imposter, huh?
Wow. Um. But yeah, M'Baku. He had. I guess he had an extra 5 minutes of
Screen time.
screen time. I guess. I don't know. It's come on, man.
Right. Give me something.
Give me what? Uh, I
Y'all
don't
let
know.
Winston Duke be Winston Duke for a little while in this movie.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. I, not he didn't have a bad role, but I would have liked to see. We got the Jabari. I would have liked to see the tribe that oh excuse me. What's called is from
Uh-huh.
Okoye's husband, Daniel Kalua.
Yeah.
I would like to see a little bit more of them. Just the different tribe. This is Wakanda forever, right? And I
Yeah.
get it. Looking at the title now, the more I think about the title, it's not about Wakanda being for. It's about Wakanda being forever, like surviving,
Right.
but it's not
Making it.
about Wakanda. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it
I,
was a
I feel
threat.
what you're saying.
Yeah, it was a threat to Wakanda. Wakanda could have got destroyed. We stopped it, so Wakanda's here to stay.
Right.
But we didn't get any Wakanda as far as the culture.
No.
We didn't get none of that. Oh, Caleb's in the chat. What up, Caleb?
Oh, what's good, Caleb?
Been a long time, man. Let me see what
All right.
Caleb's saying. Caleb says they're saving Namor for the Fantastic Four sequel where Sue decides to cheat on Reed. That notorious sour scene with Sue pouring water. You stupid, man. Hey, why? But while you playing,
It might be.
Namor got that charm, and they kind of
They
gave
played on
that.
it.
You know what I'm saying? The charm that Namor has. He charmed Shuri. He charmed Ramonda a little bit, even though
Yep.
Ramonda is just, you know, she wasn't having none of that shit. But he was,
No.
the way that he was spitting a little game to him. I could see him getting up with Sue and them doing the do.
Yeah. I can see it.
I can most definitely, or that can be a part of the storyline to get those water kink people in the seats for more than not the water kink. Yeah, man. Namor did his thing. That was a real highlight,
Of a movie.
high light of this film, Namor.
Namor. 100%.
They put a lot into bringing him making him, fleshing him out. They put a lot into it. They even gave him his own gang sign, like Wakanda. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Which is the Kamehameha. Look, man,
Which is
I'm
pretty
waiting
crazy.
on
Yeah,
Grogu about
I was waiting on that too.
it. or Ken and Ryu or somebody like that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Let me get it.
But
I do get there.
yeah, that was the Hadouken sign. But no, they put a lot into Namor, and I'm glad they did. The Meso American Mayan
Yeah. It
thing
changed.
works for me.
I like it. I like it because it gives it a little bit of culture.
Right, it works
It
for me.
gives
I
it,
know it,
yeah.
and the race swap thing can get tricky with some characters. Um, and I'm a fan of Namor, but I don't think his Irish heritage played too much part in him as a person. I know his father was a sailor. His mom's was queen of Atlantis and
Right.
all of that in the comics anyway. But going forward, his Irish heritage is like brought up. It's human heritage. You know what I'm saying?
Right. If that's his the human side.
Right. Um, even them changing the meaning behind Namor's name, I thought was actually was interesting and everything like that. Instead of him being the avenging son, he was the son
Some
without
of love.
love.
Right.
Um, so that was kind of dope.
I agree.
Him not aging. I don't know why they made him 500 years old. Um, to me, I guess because they wanted to do the whole Mayan thing. I guess But with because Namor, I don't think he's that old. He's old, but from he's not 500 years old.
Right.
Caleb said, "Jokes aside, I liked the movie. It was dope." No, I liked it honestly, Caleb. I know if you've been listening, I've been going hard on the movie. I did not
Yeah.
mind the movie neither.
Oh no, I didn't either. I actually there were parts of it that I really enjoyed.
I didn't mind it neither. Um, but it wasn't needed.
No,
It wasn't needed. And when I say it
Flash
wasn't needed,
grab.
right? When I say it wasn't needed, meaning they could have waited for this. They could have waited. They could have waited. They could have you know what I'm saying, recast or came up with a better solution. Let me do that.
Right.
If they didn't want to recast, they could have came up with a better. This was not the solution to me.
No, this was a temporary band-aid. Let's
This was not the
capitalize on
solution.
this.
You have Shuri as Black Panther. I guess M'Baku is the ruler of
It's the
Wakanda
king
now.
of Wakanda. Yeah.
He not giving that up
Yeah.
no time soon, and I don't know who will be able to beat him. So the T'Challa family is now no longer that.
Right. They're no longer royalty. They gave it up.
That's it. Um, and well, I lost my train of thought. M'Baku. Oh, why it wasn't needed? My bad. I'm all over the look. I'm scatterbrained today. Um, but yeah, they painted. So what's next with Shuri? What is she gonna do now?
Right.
What is she? You know what I'm saying? She's not a espionage or a spy or any kind of warrior. She's not. I know
No.
we saw her fighting in this. She's not a warrior.
Oh no.
She's not a warrior. She's not a fighter. She is not a spook neither. When I say spook, like a spy, infiltrator.
Right. She's not any of that.
She's not
She's
none
not
of
a
that.
war dog. Right.
She's not a soldier. What? So what is the next? What's the plan for Shuri, man? This is
Right.
because I don't see anything.
What's she gonna have to do next?
This is a drop off. It's the drop off point. Now we go into to TJ. Let's say they do age TJ up. Why the fuck would he care about doing anything for Wakanda?
Right. You don't even know them people.
My little guy's Haitian. He don't care about the Wakandans.
Right.
He might end up in Atlanta somewhere kicking it with you know what I'm saying? Like this. Oh my God, they just did horrible writing in this.
Yeah,
Man.
this was trash. Trash writing.
Caleb says, I would say Namor didn't have any heritage other than Atlantean until a few years after he was introduced. His first panel literally said he was a crusade against the white man. Right. Yeah. You absolutely right. You absolutely right. Namor was a thorn in the white man's ass. That's what his whole thing was. Yep. And he didn't have you right until they because it wasn't a retcon, but they were just giving a little bit more backstory on Namor and saying that his pops being a sailor and all that other stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he was Irish, you know what I'm saying? And I think it was more so his last name or something like that. And after that, did nobody give a damn whether he was Irish or not. It was
Right.
I'm Namor and I'm a thorn in the white man's ass. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and the Atlanteans, they could come from Mesoamerica. Who knows?
That's not outside the realm of possibility.
It's not outside of that. Miss Hicks, how you doing, lady? She says, I hope not. I think she's saying, I hope that she's not going to be the new Black Panther. Because down here she says she's Q, like Q from 007. Right.
Uh-huh.
And somebody even, not that you mentioned that, somebody said that. Somebody said
that she was like that.
Right. What? And another thing about how movies work, right? Q, if you was watching a Bond film and Q picked up a gun, you'll be cool with it.
Right.
Because anybody could pick up a gun, right?
Right.
But if you was watching a Bond film and you saw Q put his dukes up and start roundhouse kicking and blocking and doing all this type of stuff, you'd be like, what the
Right.
fuck? We ain't never seen Q do that.
Never seen that.
That's Q don't get down like that. That's not believable. That's not within his wheelhouse. That's not his character. Like you said, Q supplies the weapons,
Intelligence, weapons.
right, the tech.
Yes.
She is the equivalent of Q
100%.
to T'Challa. Now, what a lot of people don't know about Shuri, because this is what was kind of crazy. And in the comics, Shuri is a warrior.
Right.
She wanted to be the Black Panther. She wanted to beat her uncle up and take on the mantle. T'Challa beat her to the race. A lot of people don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
And she's also very spiritual. T'Challa, I guess you could say he died and came back or whatever. And when she took over the mantle of Black Panther, she was hurt real bad. She ended up going to the spiritual plane and she merged with the spirits. And she came back and now she has her own type of powers and everything like that. And I got a Shuri video that I'm gonna be doing. I meant to upload it today, but it'll be coming. It'll be I probably kind of how I did the Namor video. It'll be something like that.
I'll educate myself for sure.
But yeah, this is totally opposite of what Shuri is in the comic.
Okay.
That's more so.
I'm with that. Yeah.
This whole thing of how Shuri is, and that's what makes me mad about when everybody, oh, she can take on the mantle. It's like, no, she really can't because she can't fight. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
She wouldn't be the protector of
nothing.
They would have went and got somebody else.
Yeah.
Tucson, what T'Challa Jr.? They would have got him already. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
She wouldn't be the chose. She wouldn't have been picked to do that.
No.
And she's so skinny, man. Did you see how skinny she was?
It looks funny. The CGI looks really funny, right?
She looked like she's 19. If still in high school, like she don't, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And because if somebody said, "Oh, well, she's trained," I'm pretty sure she's trained. She don't have the build that shows that she trained.
Nope.
Did you see Nakia?
Right.
Did you see what she looked? You know what I'm saying?
Muscles.
Did you see Okoye and Ayo and NECA?
Right. They muscles.
Did you see how them girls look?
Right.
Bottom glass shape, but still look like they're just. That ain't coming from not Shuri.
Right.
You know, go sit down, Shuri.
We don't even try to think about believing that.
Yeah, like come on, man.
That could be true.
All right. So let's talk about these Atlanteans because they were so dope. My dogs rolled up on killer whales.
Humpback whales.
Humpback whale. Did you see when the whale just flung them with the from the tail?
Right.
Flung them on the ship.
Throw them on the ship.
Oh man, that was someone. Now look, DC.
That's what y'all need to be looking at.
I hope y'all was paying attention. Hope y'all. They was like riding. Man, come on, man. And that's what I mean. Like they didn't have like the best technology, but what they had, that shit worked.
They knew how to rock that shit.
They were like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Man, every time they showed up, I sat up in my seat like, it's about to go down.
Go down, right?
About to go down. Every time they showed up, the Talikans or the Atlanteans, whatever we call them, every time they showed up,
was ready to watch it.
I said, it's about to go down. Man, can I get Shamu to hook me up like that?
Right. I need a ride from Free Willy, just like they did.
And guess what? Not a shark in sight. They said we ain't fuck with no shark. All mammals.
Right. All mammals.
All mammals. That's what was dope too. I don't
Right.
think nobody really pieced that together.
Nobody really talks about that. Nah, nobody said nothing
All
about it.
mammals. Cause and I think it was more so the communication, right?
I feel that.
These are smart animals. Killer whale, uh, the humpback whale. Um, I'm pretty sure I would have to go back and watch it, but I think everything that they were riding on or part of their ensemble was that
Right.
surface breather and aquatic. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh man, that's and their backstory was dope. I thought them, and I kind of figured that's what it was gonna be. What made them Atlanteans?
Their
I
own
kind of
version
figured
of the
that
earth.
because well, I mean, they took it a step further than what I thought. I was like thinking that that's what turned Namor. You know that's how Namor's X gene got
Activated.
activated, right? Um, but it made that now that's part of the writing that they did do good with.
Right.
They wrapped it up with that. They wrapped it up with that. Miss Hicks said it was also the clothes for me. Yeah, they just look big on her, right? Her
Right.
clothes look big. She was fly though. She was fly. She was. I give her that. I give her that. But yeah, with them Atlanteans, man, they was the shit. Let's talk about Riri. What did you think about Riri Williams?
Me, I liked certain aspects of the character, man, but some of the stuff they tried to show me on screen with her, I couldn't believe.
Yeah, yeah. Let's let's do a compare contrast. Tony Stark was in a cave. He built this shit out of whatever the fuck it was,
Right.
tin foil and copper wire. Could barely fly it. Trajectory all off, stuff like that. He finally, when he gets the opportunity to build a decent model, Mark One,
Right.
Mark Two, I'm sorry,
Mark two.
he builds it. Hard to fly.
Yep.
He's not a pilot whatsoever, so he's never flown before. That's one thing,
Right.
right? Never flown before. Because Mark One, to me, he wasn't flying. He kind of just
Taking
jumped.
it as it is. Right.
It was like a jump. Now he has to actually fly this contraption that he made, this machine, this Iron Man machine.
Right.
Rudder, you know what I'm saying, ailerons, all the things that come with the
With fly.
mechanisms of flight. He talked about pulling G's, right?
Right.
This girl builds her shit,
Their car parts.
flies like she's straight out of NASA.
Right.
That's pilot. And that's why people get mad at these characters, man. They get like she can still be the genius that she is, the savant or the prodigy,
Right.
and still fuck up because she's not supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Like you can run circles around your professors, but you ain't no pilot.
Right. None of that.
When she finally made the Ironheart suit and she just moving, you know what I'm saying? Like you ain't no pilot, dog. What training
Right.
do you have?
Right. You're 19 years old. I can understand a prodigy, but come on. Prodigy even still got to be taught something.
Gotta be taught something. And that's give me some of the and I know it's a comic book movie. I know. I get it. But give me some realism to it.
Right.
I still need to feel that it's grounded because it's supposed to be happening in the real world. She don't have no special power. She's just real smart. I'm not saying make her a goofball or you know what I'm saying, anything like that, but
Right.
you basically just say, hey man, just hop in that, press the red button, you good to go.
You got it. Right. You'll figure it out as you
You'll
go.
figure it out. And no, she didn't figure it out.
Nope.
Didn't have to, because she just knew. And I know she built it, but you know what I'm saying? This is, and I don't know how heavy the suit is. I don't know if it's all vibranium or if it's an alloy or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it's rugged. I don't care how smooth they try to, you know what I'm saying? It's still something that you're wearing. It's gonna take some time to we didn't see her take a test flight in that.
None of that shit. They just had the shit and she was just in it.
We didn't see none of that happen. And tell me this. I know both of them smart. I get it. They was trying to show them being smart and them trying to come up with a battle plan.
Right.
Oh, Namor went underwater. I think he gets his power from water, and that's what made him strong.
What? I did think that was one of the plot points that I thought was really, really, really weak.
How the fuck did y'all deduce that?
Right.
What? Bruh. I was
like, how did y'all come to that conclusion?
I can see the drying out part. You know what I'm saying? But for them to say, oh, we need to dry him out because he'll lose his powers because he gets his powers from the water.
Right. What the fuck?
And the dumb reason that they came up to say why what made, you know what I'm saying? Like, he seems like he charged up so he can rip the plane in half. Did you notice that? The dude been ripping planes in half the whole fucking time.
The whole movie, right.
What do you mean? No, he went down there to get away from y'all was shooting him, so he went into the water.
Y'all can't shoot him in the water even faster than y'all.
Oh, I think he got his power. I was like, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Y'all really doing it like this?
Right.
If anything, they should have found out a different way. They maybe, you know what I'm saying, they was fighting, fire hurt him or you know what I'm saying?
Some kind of gimmick, some kind of MacGuffin I would even take. But not nothing lazy like that.
That was just something to where she noticed something.
Right.
We didn't even get an inclination that they noticed that. Or maybe somebody should have noticed it. Just somebody noticing that that's what happened. Not later on. I think he gets his powers from the water. Let's try him out.
Let's try him out. Like he's a fucking slug or something. That's a song on it. Let's see what happens.
Ryan Coogler said that this dude is as strong as Thor.
As Thor.
And the Hulk.
I know. They made sure to say that in the movie too.
Even at 50%, let's say they dried him out 50%. I don't know. Ain't no way Shuri's surviving that.
Nope. She getting trounced. As inexperienced as she would be, she getting trounced.
Ain't no way she's surviving that.
Not enough heart-shaped herb on this earth
for that. Not for somebody as strong as Thor and the Hulk. I mean, the Hulk kind of don't count no more the way that they don't fucking
right. Yeah, he's
dumbed him down so much, but
yeah. Thor
has still at least kept his strength.
Right.
The dude who took a sun to the face.
This is true. Straight up. The heart of a dying star, right.
So 50% of that against Shuri, hell, 10% of that against Shuri would have fucking sealed the deal. I don't know, man. That up and down. This writing was this.
It was a lot of roller coaster, right?
Up and
action,
down.
Action, sorrow, emotion. Action, sorrow, emotion. That's what it was. That's the formula.
Up and down, up and down. All right. My homeboy said that they wanted that he would have liked to see the conflict be more between the governments against Wakanda, and maybe you know what I'm saying, and um, the Atlantean.
Right.
And I think that would have worked better. And I know they were set. And I think they're setting this up. I think this is going to be a bit. I think Armor Wars is going to play a big deal in it. I think Wakanda is going to be in Armor Wars. The reason I say that is they made sure that Riri Williams left that damn Ironheart suit in Wakanda.
Right.
We know Valentina Allegra de Fontaine.
Right.
Um, she's the director of the CIA or whatever. Pretty sure she's gonna get Rhodey involved
Of
with
course.
his suit, and he might have to go get a new suit from who the Wakandans, of course.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, I'm
There
stuck
was
right there, but I think that's
another something else I wanted to thinking that they were going into Armor Wars. Talking about Valentina
mm-hmm.
with her being head of CIA. Sharon,
Yep,
can't forget about her. She's
yeah,
still skulking around the background,
she
and I
is.
feel like she works for Valentina.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's the plot point that we are missing from
Are missing.
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I can most definitely see that, and I think we said that before. I think we said
Yeah,
that before.
I think so too. But this kind of just solidifies it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think that solidifies it. I think she's got to, right? Because matter of
Yeah,
fact, I don't even think she is the who it is, the shadow broker,
the Power Broker.
power broker. I'm sorry. I think it's Valentina.
Yeah, I think it is too,
I think Valentina is the power broker.
and has been the whole time.
Whole time, she's going to end up having her own division called Hammer. Um, with the with the whole Thunderbolts thing and stuff like that.
Right.
She'll be running that. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Um, I'm waiting to see because we're getting all of this vibranium situation and all that. I want to see, are they just going to be adamantium is not going to be a thing? I don't think.
I think we just gonna get vibranium.
Say that again.
I think vibranium is just gonna be the metal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's I don't think he will be in adamantium. I think it'll be vibranium. Um, which is to me sucks if they do it that way.
I agree.
But it seems like that's the path that they're going because they're heavy on this vibranium. That's the metal of the fucking century. The way that they,
Right.
doing it, or since they can't get their hands on vibranium, it's going to be kind of out of the in the comics, it was more so they were trying to duplicate the properties
Right.
of Captain America's shield. They didn't know how to do it. Dude went to sleep, woke up, he had invented adamantium on accident.
Right. By accident.
So we'll see if that goes down, if they go down that road. But yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards it's just gonna be vibranium or derivative of. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I'm with that.
But it's not gonna be some kind of new alloy that was made and shit like that. It's I don't know. I want to see because it's a lot of corners being painted into right now.
Yeah.
If you walk into Marvel's office right now, it's a whole bunch of people standing in the corner waiting on the paint to dry. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
All the writers. You walk into that writing room, everybody in corners.
Twiddling their thumbs.
Just wait. Oh man. Who else I want to talk about? Talked about Ironheart. Oh, Okoye, man. Let's talk about her her arc. She, like she said, she gave everything. This is all she know. She
All
chose
right.
to be Dora Milaje, but she loses Shuri, the queen strips of her title and her duty, and I know that had to been one of the hardest things for what I'm saying,
What you have to do.
right, to do. She goes to be a civilian. How do you even go into being a civilian after
Had
that?
to be a general.
How do you do that? The queen could have. She was cold for that one. Like I think that was. I got it. I understood, but at the same time, like come on, man, that ain't what you do.
Nope. Not your best fighter.
Like, this is somebody we ain't ever faced before. It's easy to get over on, like you said. I can fucking go in with the Americans anytime. That's light work, but now you're dealing
Right.
with somebody who got vibranium, somebody
Right.
with superpowers. You know what I'm saying? Like I stabbed them and they got right back up.
Still alive. Right.
Like what am I supposed to do against that, man?
Ain't even had time to make no battle plan.
What am I supposed to do against that? I told her to stay in the car with me. She wanted to separate.
Right.
Well,
Another little bitch don't listen, so
right. You already know. But what did you think about Okoye?
I always think they write that character really nice. Coogler does. I think, like I said, I think that change, her getting that arc in this movie, helps the movie.
Yeah.
Because without it, you know what I'm saying, that was one of the major points that kept me interested.
Right.
Was that character development. I think it was well deserved.
Yeah. Well deserved. And she's a fighter, man. Like she earned the respect of Atuma.
Yep.
She earned that respect, and I mean, he was looking for it. He was like, "Oh, there she go. Let me go fight her.
Let me go fight her.
Y'all
That's
trash,
no
out
challenge.
here, man."
Right. Y'all ain't even no challenge.
So I thought that was dope.
Yeah. We sought her out for sure.
I still don't like Riri Williams' character.
No, I don't.
I mean, why was she there? Right? Why was she? Why? To me, that should have just been Stark Tech.
Yep.
Should have just been Stark Tech because we didn't need this. And this is the reason why I say, why was she even there? Namor had every opportunity to kill the scientist and didn't do it.
Didn't do it.
So if you got rid of Riri Williams' character, the movie still would have flowed the same way.
You could have just stuck any kind of scientist there.
No, or we didn't even need a scientist. Because like I said, if you just had it as Stark Tech, the military used Stark Tech, they destroyed it. Shuri and Okoye go visit Everett Ross, right? And you just cut the rest of that. Like you don't need, other than the fight on the bridge, you didn't need anything else. You didn't need that.
You could have cut her character out and it still could have gone.
Right. Ironheart, Riri Williams, that character did not need to be there.
Nope.
And remember, I said she didn't have any ties with Wakanda. She's an Iron Man character. I would have liked to see her debut. To me, should have been Armor Wars.
Yep.
With the Tony Stark AI. I wonder who the teacher was who she said told her that she couldn't do it. I wonder if it was Tony. Remember, because he would do
classes late and
right.
Stuff like that.
I wonder if it was Tony Stark. Now that would make a good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nice twist.
That'd be dope. That would be dope. Let's see what else we got. The Wakandans on the seafaring vessel, the Sea Leopard, the dumbest move.
That must be some primitive Wakanda technology. Like for real.
Let's hop on this boat, go out to the middle of the ocean. Now using it as bait, I get. right? Let's go out into the ocean, okay? But we need an escape plan. What was their escape plan? Nothing. Let's just
Sail
go
away.
full speed back.
Right. Opposite direction.
They got Namor. Let's go back to Wakanda. Do you forget all the people who hanging on the side of your ship, up underneath your ship, and all types of shit like that?
They didn't care about them. That
Like,
shit
who
didn't
was the
matter.
captain? Where is he? Where he at, man? Who is?
Where's
And
the first mate?
this why they needed T'Challa, because T'Challa wouldn't have let that shit happen.
No.
He would have had a way better plan than that. Way better plan. Oh shit.
I feel you. It's hit me too.
Yeah. Has to leave her suit behind. Later, Okoye rushes Rob. So when Okoye rescues Agent Ross, what is that? Is that setting up what? Thunderbolts? More Thunderbolt stuff? Or is that setting up the war between America and Wakanda?
Because I mean, yeah, you gotta know that he's the one that, or she was the one that would
That
be the
did
one
that?
to rescue him. Yeah, that it
Yeah.
was them. They would have to know that.
Yeah. Oh shit. Get ready to let's hit this last mid credit scene, and I want to hit it hard.
Okay.
Where do I even start with this shit?
Um, Start right at the end of it, right at the beginning of it.
Okay.
Go from the end of the movie to this.
So after Shuri has her cry and burns the clothes and shit like that, Nakia shows up with this little boy. That's all I'm gonna say. This little boy. She sits down and she says, "His name is Toussaint, and my dad is T'Challa, yada yada yada. Wanted me to stay here on the island of Haiti, which shares its island with the Dominican Republic." Haiti being a nation that is disenfranchised, one of the most, I would say. And you know what? Now that I think about it, why didn't he just like buy Haiti or some shit?
You're right though. I didn't even think about that. Why didn't he just do that?
I mean, if I'm gonna put my, like, nah, Haiti, y'all Wakanda, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all a territory of Wakanda now.
Yep. Like you said earlier, Haiti's one of the poorest countries in the world.
Why am I leaving my child here? Why am I doing this? What is the motivation? When did I have time to knock Nakia up for one thing?
Right.
And nobody not noticed that she walk around with this big belly. And I know she left after the fight with Thanos,
Yep.
even though she wasn't even there. I've died 3 times. This is my 4th time dying. I've died, came back. They didn't address none of that shit neither.
Just had to go for it. Just had to take it.
And you know what? They didn't address it. And I wonder what happened with the Atlanteans.
What do you mean?
Was Namor, was he blipped away?
Oh, you talking about that? Okay.
Yeah. Hell, was the boy blipped away? Was T'Challa Jr. blipped away?
That's a good question.
Right? He got to be that old. He got to be old enough to where he, you know what I'm saying? He had to predate the blip. Five years of nothingness is what the blip caused. Right? We know that.
Right.
T'Challa comes back. First thing he comes back, he said, "Man, I gotta get some draws, man." He go run over to
Right. That's the first thing he think about. Not to be a blip.
like the times don't add up. Ryan Coogler,
No,
Nate Moore.
it all sounds good as novelty, but we all live in the real world where we live by facts and evidence.
9 months of gestation.
Yep.
What? At least 3 days of post what's the word I'm looking for? Incubation. I don't know, man. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's some time that's unaccounted for.
Right.
And y'all just trying to give it to us. And I'll take this. This is how it works. This made me mad, man. I'm still heated. I know it sounds like I'm joking and playing, but I am
No, I'm
heated
very
about
upset.
T'Challa Jr.
Yes. Right. I
Uh,
agree.
I hated the introduction.
Yep.
I hate that he's from Haiti or living in Haiti. I don't know. Was he born in Wakanda? Is he Wakandan? If he was born in Haiti, he ain't Wakandan.
Yeah. That, I mean, he wouldn't be Wakanda just by birth. I mean, just by birthright, I guess.
Shit, not culturally too, because now he gonna grow up Haitian.
Asian.
Ça passe.
Yep.
Fuck around with the Zoes and shit. Oh, I know. You know what? Let me put a pin in that. Let's hit on Eric Killmonger. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, give me that. That's good. Let's get that.
I forget. I almost, hey, he almost escaped my
I
mind.
almost got rid of him. Yeah, I almost got out free.
MJB. They could not resist.
Nope. Sticking that Tyler Perry wig on him. It was shot at Tyler Perry Studios, bro.
It was.
Yes, it was. Tyler Perry had that wig laying around.
Marvel could not resist putting him in this movie.
Damn sure couldn't. Yeah,
And
he appeals to us.
Right.
But you know?
But he was not used wrong. I think them bringing him in the way that they brought him in, and especially with her,
Yep.
I you know what I'm saying, when I first seen him, I said, damn, that's Michael Jordan sitting behind that seat. Michael B. Jordan.
That, no, right. Michael Jordan, right.
That's him sitting behind, on that chair. That ain't fucking Queen Ramonda.
No.
Sure enough, he stood up. Hey, cuz. And I was like, shit.
Yeah, here we go.
This the part that Mika wrote in. Here it is. Here it is. I hope she got her writing credit.
Right.
But no. And the reason I thought it was dope, because everybody's ancestral plane is different.
Right.
Because hell, Killmonger's was what? The apartment back in Oakland.
Yep.
T'Challa's was the answer, because he just all about, well, it was him communing. I think that's where him and his dad went, right? To that right. Tree.
To the tree with Bass.
And then hers was where her mother died at, where Queen Ramonda died. Mm-hmm. And everybody saw the person that they were supposed to see.
Right.
She didn't like that she saw Eric Killmonger. But if you think about it, you would see, especially with her not being a believer, you're gonna see somebody who you probably have common ground with.
Right.
He wasn't the believer of Wakanda like that. Oh, excuse me. He wanted to take over. And a lot of people think that his cause was noble. Dude was a straight up villain. Right?
Okay.
There was nothing redeemable about. He was cool. He had had the charisma, could talk,
Right.
But he killed his own people, jugged them, killed.
Very true.
Like,
right.
The dude was a straight up villain. And I know he gave y'all, he gave a dope little speech at the end, throw me in the water with my ancestors. I don't know
Right.
if you want to hop in them waters, my guy. After a Tuma and Namor out there, I don't know if you want to hop in there, man. Don't know.
Right.
Um, but do you think he was used right in that scene? Because it wasn't over the top. It was. I think it lasted no more than maybe about 2 or 3 minutes.
2 minutes. Yeah. I think it was a good choice to put it there. Um, he brings star power to the movie. So you're right. It wasn't. It was definitely a good idea to use him.
Yeah.
Um, it made sense that she saw him.
Yeah.
So yes, I agree. He was using the gun fire. It made sense that she saw him. Um, the other movie they had a real beef that was never really resolved.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? He's remorseful of that, of what the way things went down. I just think I'm glad that the character of Killmonger was changed the way that they changed him instead of the way he was portrayed in the comics.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, I got you on that. Yeah.
I'm glad.
No, yeah, no, but he needed to be.
Because he's a really dated character.
He is. He's real dated, and that's what I was gonna say. He needed to be charismatic and the opposite of T'Challa in the sense of, even though he is this super villain, but I need him to be sexy. I need him to be charismatic. I need him
Right.
to be all of these things and hit every emotion that he can hit. Um, want the women to want him and the men to look up to him. You know what I'm saying? That type of situation. And I think they
Right.
pulled that off flawlessly with the first one.
I think so too. With the
And
first one.
coming into this and being on the plane, ancestral plane, I think for her anyway, I think
Right.
like you said, it makes sense. And they pulled that scene. It wasn't a long scene. I'm glad that, you know what I'm saying, and we know that he's dead. Uh, but I thought it was quick, precise to the point, and that's it. That's really all
That's
I
all
can
it
say
is.
about
Right.
Eric Killmonger, man.
Eric
Um,
Stevens.
but all right, I just want to throw that in there. Now let's get back to old T'Challa Jr. Tell me, what did you think about TJ?
Um, I looked, like I said, man. I looked at that scene and I saw. I don't know Ryan Cooper's story.
Right.
I don't know where he came work. I know where he grew up. I don't know the specifics of how he came up,
I want to say
but
he's from Oakland.
I know that. But I don't know if he was
Oh,
from a
you talking about? Okay, yeah, yeah.
single parent household or any of that. I don't
Right.
have that information. But what I do know is this: he knows people in that situation.
Yeah.
His whole life, he's known people in that situation.
Right.
Um, you've seen I know he's seen firsthand what that does.
The damage. Yeah.
What that does. Um, why are you playing games with people like that? Why are you using this as um,
I'm with
I don't
I
get
know
it.
what you're saying.
I really don't get it. Um, you're in the opportunity. You're in the driver's seat of, you know what I'm saying, basically the biggest black propaganda film of all time.
Yeah.
The driver's seat.
Right.
And the points you driving home are not the points that we need you to drive home. You painting us in the light that we shouldn't be painted. Behind all the glitz and glamour and all that, you painting us as, you know what I'm saying, what the outside world is trying to label us as. Well, we're not.
Right. And you giving it to him on this lot because this is Disney.
A large scale.
You giving huge scale, man. I don't. That's one thing I don't understand. Like you said, I'm pretty sure with him being from, especially if you're coming from Oakland, that city, the history behind it with the Panthers and crack being introduced and all types of stuff like that, to where it was a detriment to black people.
Yeah.
And then you do this, the stereotype, single mother, bastard child, father not in the home.
Right. And I'm supposed to applaud that. I'm
That
supposed to
that
think
ain't
that shit's cool.
that ain't the way to go.
Hell no. And that's the first thing I said when I got out of the movie theater.
Yeah. Same with me. First thing I said, I was in awe, man. Like they
Right,
really,
like, y'all for real did this?
really did this. Somebody
No,
really sat there, looked at them, and said, "Nah, it's cool. We're gonna do this one."
we're gonna do this.
I don't know. And I mean, what's the move for that? What's next with you know what I'm saying? Like, if Storm shows up, is
Right.
Storm now his age? And you know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to give them a bone, and this is the legacy. So if this is what we got going forward as far as T'Challa, he's gonna have to fight for his namesake, right?
Right.
Maybe Nakia trains him, I guess, so he can learn how to fight. Cool.
Okay.
He's
Who's gonna
Haitian,
teach him how to be a man?
right? Who's the well? Before we go there, and I'm with you. Who gonna teach him how to be a man? But with him being Haitian and not Wakandan, is he even allowed into
Is
the
he even allowed to be the Black Panther?
right?
Is he allowed to be the king of Wakanda? He was born in Haiti.
It's crazy to me. And that's why they don't read their own comics, nor do they
Nobody
read
sees this shit.
their or watch their movies, I should say.
No.
I'm
Together and see
really
what
at
happens.
a loss of words when it comes to. I really don't know.
Me neither. And like I said, I got out of the theater, and there's two of us
Mm-hmm.
leaving the theater, and they're excited about how good the movie was, how much they enjoyed it. Listen, enjoyed this.
They don't know no better.
How? How can you enjoy something like this? I mean, you all killer, no filler.
Yep. I might do that. I might do a exit poll on the way out tomorrow. Sit there and ask them questions. Yeah, I might do that. See how they felt about this film.
Right.
T'Challa Jr. What's his last name? Is he? You know what I'm saying? Is he? The queen don't fuck with him like that.
Nope.
She just walked by him and slapped him in his head. Go on somewhere, you little square head little boy.
Right.
Wrong with you?
Like,
Looking like. Let me not go there.
don't do it. Yeah. The little boy didn't do that wrong.
He a little dude. It ain't his fault, man. It ain't his fault. But they're set. Okay, let me give a quick summary. They're setting up Ironheart to fail. Shang-Chi should have showed up. I would have liked to see that.
Yeah.
For a scene or something.
I heard something today that kind of tripped me out.
Okay.
Somebody asked the question. T'Challa, being an Avenger, fighting with the Avengers, being a world celebrity.
Yep.
Where the fuck were all the Avengers at, the living Avengers at his funeral?
Right. Yeah. Somebody did mention that.
Where the fuck
No
were
Avengers
they
at
all
his
at?
funeral. Not even. Who was he? Was at least close to Cap. And Bucky was a Wakanda.
No, Nick Fury is still masquerading as a Skrull. So
Right.
no Skrull Fury?
No Skull Fury. I'm with you on that. I am with you. Where were the people at his funeral? They could, I mean, they could at least pan and show like the back of their head or something
Right.
with their costumes on.
Silhouette like DC be doing.
Right. Nobody showed up for the king of
Right.
Wakanda, who
No
saved the
Bucky,
world
like you
from
said, no
Thanos.
Bucky. Not a single, not nowhere. Nowhere to be found.
Didn't show up at this man's funeral. That's funny, man. That's funny.
They had a
But we
Bucky.
could wrap it up, man. We went in 2 hours.
Could have gone two more.
Yeah, I can. Cause
I could still definitely go two
I
more.
still got more to go.
So do I.
I still got, and I might, once I get my dog back, if Mika show back up, we might go back in on. Matter of fact, I think we will go back in on.
I'm cool with that.
And I have a second viewing tomorrow. I watch it again. I might actually take notes. You know, be on the lookout, man.
Oh, for sure. With it.
Final thoughts on the movie, real quick.
Like I said, I wanted to like this movie. I went in with, all the hope that they just weren't going to do this stupid bullshit with this movie, and they proved it wrong. Like I knew they were going to. You know, at this point, I don't know why I'm so upset. I knew it was coming.
Yeah, knew it was coming. Upset because you knew it was coming.
Yeah.
And not only that, they doubled down on it so hard.
They did double down on it.
They doubled down on it. That's. I think that was one of the main reasons why it probably hurt. The doubling down.
We don't do it. We don't give a fuck with y'all for. We don't do it. But obviously, I do give a fuck what we think because we made y'all go and reshoot the ending of this movie.
Yeah. I just want them to think about the source. People should care about the source material.
Yep.
And to me, you shouldn't want to alter it. You should want to add to it.
They wanted to have their cake and eat it too. That's exactly what it was. We're gonna let y'all know y'all didn't win with the recast thing, but y'all did.
Yeah. So here goes T'Challa Jr., who now has to be raised up to be a prince, let alone a king. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
This dude don't know jack about Wakandan customs and who's who and what to do.
He's gonna be a fish out of water if he ever goes back there trying to rule.
Crazy, man. Crazy. But yeah, let's wrap it up, man. That was our spoiler review of Wakanda Forever. Recast T'Challa, man. I still think they need to do that. Recast, so we can get this story moving forward and better, more cohesive.
Right.
Story. So recast, give me that recast, man. I'll show up. What y'all need me to do?
Right.
Kobe will show up. What y'all need him to do? We here. We ready to work.
Right.
Let us know. But yeah, that's all my time for today, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Blue Minati. That is Kobe. And we are out.
Yeah.
Peace.
He said.